Welcome back to week 2 of remote learning. This will be for April the 13th through the 17th. I hope everybody is doing well and everybody is staying healthy. I'm hoping you're not getting too stir crazy. I know I only have a family of 4, but our house is a little bit smaller. We live in town, so granted, we'll get outside to take our dog for a walk, but we're starting to get a little stir crazy, staying inside, not being able to go out to eat or, to go, I guess they close the state parks now, but, to get out and to do things that we normally do. So our family is adjusting as well. So this is just a quick, informational video that will help you guide your students through this week. So one of the things I want to let you know is I think I made a mistake last week. I'm pretty sure I told you that office hours are 10 to 11 a.m., but they're actually 9 to 10. So what do these office hours means? It's just a time where between 9 and 10, I am going to be down in my office by my computer monitoring my emails. So if a student emails me, I can usually get back to them within a few minutes. Now, if you want to email me other times, I'm going to email you back. Depends on what time it is. If you email me at 11 o'clock, I'm an old man. I'm already sleeping. But if you email me at 7 in the morning and I start working at 7:45, typically the same time I would at school, I will email you right away. I'm not going to wait till 9 o'clock to email you. These are going to be times where we can have video chats if you want to meet, instead of in person, but if you want to talk to me or if you want to bring your child and both of you meet with me online, we can do that if you think that's necessary. So again, feel free to contact me if you have any questions, any concerns. I did modify this sheet a little bit. One, it's a new sheet. We're on rocks. Last week's was minerals. But one of the other things that I did was I added a science joke of the week, a cartoon of the week, and an experiment that they could actually do at home with your permission, of course. Nothing dangerous here. It's just vinegar and egg in a glass, and they can create a bouncy egg. So I just thought I'd throw that out there with the students. This is going to look very similar to what it did last week. In fact, the one I sent out last week had all of the mineral activities on it, so it had Mondays on it, but I'm going to put it on this one as well. And this is just a check for understanding. Encourage your child to do well on this. They can use their notes. It's an open book. It's an open notes. Hopefully they'll do very well. If they don't do well, they can retake it. One of my concerns with this is I do have some students that when they get to a test like this, they'll just click the answers and click, and be done in 30 seconds to a minute and say, okay, I'm done. Well, try and find the answers. Do better than that. And basically what I've been telling students is you're going to get out of science what you put into it. If you want to get stuff out of it, you put the effort into it, you're going to learn a lot and you're going to be much better off next year when it comes to science. So one of the things I did say is I am going to have a deadline for everything from last week. It's going to be midnight on Monday. And one of the reasons for that is I just don't want students to feel overwhelmed. If they get too far behind, I don't want them to think that, how am I ever going to get caught up? But look at the flip side too. What if your child gets sick? What if you're not feeling well? If you get sick and your child's taking care of you and they're helping watch their siblings, I don't want students to feel overwhelmed. So if anything ever comes up that you think that I need to know that, hey, this is why, my child wasn't able to finish their science this week, just give me an email and I'll mark it off. And that way I'm not going to worry about it. I don't think you need to worry about it. I don't think your kids need to get stressed out if they get too far behind for reasons like I mentioned, like they get sick. So I am going to have some firm due dates. Plus, it's extremely difficult to be monitoring everything online to see when kids complete stuff. It's extremely hard to do in a classroom. It's even harder to do it with this remote learning. So everything the students need is going to either be here or it's going to be in their Google Classroom page. And I'll show you what the Google Classroom page looks like in a little bit. So for example, Monday, they just click on it, they take it. Here's the JYMS BHS engagements check. This is what the district would put out. They're asking kids complete it every day. It just says that, hey, I did science today, I did science day, or I did math, or I did social studies. Here, the rocks readings, they just click on it and they read. Now it's only 1 to 2 pages, so reading 1 to 2 pages probably is only going to take them 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 minutes, but then there's the learning more activities. So if I were to click on this, they not only read the readings, but wherever you see something like this, I'd like them to answer this question within their own head. They don't have to write anything down, and then just watch this video, and it's a way of engaging them a little bit more. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to put out about 20 minutes of work a day, not a full 40 minutes like we would in the classroom. So this reading probably, especially if you're only doing the first 2 pages, is only going to take you about 10 minutes. So the learning more activities will take you the other 10 minutes. So I actually divided the reading up into 2 different days. Here, they're just clicking on this. It's a video that I watch, an informational video on igneous rocks. And this was one of the most missed assignments last week. So students last week's watched mineral notes, and then they were supposed to go to Google Classroom and they were supposed to find their mineral notes, and they were supposed to complete these. And I checked these off yesterday, and a lot of students didn't do it. And I'm assuming some of the students, they saw this hyperlink, they clicked on it, they just didn't read all the directions, and they didn't go into Google Classroom to pull this out and to finish this. So encourage your kids to do that. And while I'm at it, that's how you can see if your child's doing the work. If as a parent you're wondering, is my child really doing their work? Are they getting everything done? Just ask them to show you this. They can go to Google Classroom and they can show you their rock notes. They can show you that they're done. The only thing they really can't show you if they did is the readings. They can't show you if they did the readings or not. Although as a parent, you can open up the readings, you can read it, and you can ask them questions to check their understanding of the readings to see if they actually did it. Things like Edpuzzles, again, they're going to have to go to Google Classroom, and I'll quickly show you what that looks like. IXL, they just click on this link right here. So this video right here is only about 2.5 minutes. Again, make sure kids are watching the full video. I'm telling kids to watch the full video. Don't just have it play, then click, and have it play, then click, and have it play, then click. So that way they'll do better. And this is just some feedback, so it'll tell them if you score a 7 or 8 correct, that's a really good job. But if you only score a 0 to 2 correct, well, you probably didn't really watch the video. You were just playing it and then clicking on the questions as they come up. IXLs, we would like you to get a 70% or higher on that. And then here's a Science Weekly check-in and the traditional daily check-in. So all the work from this coming week, I'd like to have kids turn in and be done by midnight on the 19th. That way we can turn our focus on the following week. I'm going to try my hardest to post things on Fridays each week. That way it gives them a little bit more flexibility instead of trying to post things on a Sunday night. So let's just take a quick look at Google Classroom. Google Classroom is basically a bulletin board. As a parent, you can't see this unless you have your child log in and show you their page. But this is what I posted this morning. This is the sheet right here, and I'm going to quickly go here. And when I look at this, it basically is a whole bunch more directions. Here's the video, so I'm creating a video like I'm creating for you. I created a little bit longer and more in-depth video for the kids to guide them through the week. And then here is the same doc that I was just showing you, the exact same doc. And here's where they get their student copies of the notes that I said they have to go to Google Classroom for. And if I look at Google Classroom, here's the Edpuzzle, because I can't post links to Edpuzzles on that HyperDoc. So if you want your kids to show you what Google Classroom looks like, you can. And everything that they need is right here. And more specifically, everything that they need to know is right here. So as always, if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, please feel free to give me an email. If you'd like me to call you, I can give you a call via Google Voice. If you'd like to have a one-on-one meeting, we do it remotely. We can do that. I can set that up. Or if you want to meet with your child and yourself, and I'm asking kids if they have any questions and they want to do a video conference, that they ask you to join in on that conference. Now, we may have some full class meetings, but whenever it's a one-on-one, I prefer to have you with your child. That way you can help articulate what they need to communicate with me. Otherwise, I prefer that we just email back and forth with the students. That would be the easiest. So as always, have a great week, stay safe, and let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Thanks.